Hey everybody, Ryan Dunleavy from NJ.com to break down Rutgers' 35-14 loss to Michigan. Football games are usually 60 minutes long, but this game really came down to one 3-minute stretch in the second quarter where four things went against Rutgers. Rutgers was losing 14-7 but had the ball. To understand how big a deal this is, you have to realize Rutgers lost 78-0 to Michigan last year and trailed by 40 points at halftime. So here's Rutgers is the ball, it's a 2nd and 10. Gus Edwards breaks off a huge run. Maybe Rutgers is starting to drive to tie the score before halftime. Wait, there's a flag on center Mike Maietti for a hold. Looked like a pancake block to the naked eye. Teammate Dorian Miller said he didn't see it, but he knew after a long run like that, the first thing he does, turn around to see if the flag's on the field. Sure enough, there was one. Killer for Rutgers, sets up a 2nd and 20, drive over. And how do we know the drive's over? We see 4th and 22. Ryan Anderson, punter, comes on the field. He's been great for Rutgers this year, and he shanks a 30-yard punt. Michigan takes over on the plus side of the 50-yard line at Rutgers 49. And a couple plays later, they're in the end zone. How? Kai Hester had a chance to have an interception thrown by Brandon Peters, slips through Kai Hester's hands. Kai Hester makes that interception, then we're talking a 7-point swing at the very least, maybe a 14-point swing, because Hester had plenty of space if he completes the interception. Ball slips through his hands. Hester had a pick 6 earlier this year against Nebraska, had another one, pick 6 taken off the board by a penalty against Morgan State. So Hester's dangerous with the ball in his hands, couldn't complete the catch. That's the 3rd play that goes against Rutgers. The 4th one is the very next play, an absolute double whammy, 14-point swing. Rutgers gets Darnell Davis, a defensive end, in coverage on a wheel route against Michigan's running back Chris Evans. Sure enough, touchdown pass. Credit to Davis. I mean, he really took ownership for not sticking with the running back in coverage, but it's a total mismatch. It's something Rutgers kind of gambles with. They like to send creative coverages on blitzes from linebackers and cornerbacks, and if you do that, somebody needs to be in pass coverage. It was 247-pound defensive end Darnell Davis on this play, burned Rutgers 21-7, totally deflating going into halftime, and a game that was competitive was suddenly out of reach. So that's where the game was lost. Stay tuned to NJ.com/Rutgers football for all our coverage from the game and everything leading up to the Maryland game next week.